Fortnite just revealed Chapter 5 Season 2 and you won't believe some of the Battle Pass skins, especially the collaboration that's set to be upcoming. Not to mention, with only one more update left, we know what's going to be happening in terms of more map changes and even story developments to do with finding Peely and so much more, so stick around until the end because you won't want to miss a thing today. Stop, don't forget before you pick up the Battle Pass or anything from the shop, you enter code FM1 inside here, as it looks completely different now, but it definitely still works, being one of the shortest and easiest codes to enter out there. It would mean the world to me and my dog Charlie the Charcoal Pug, and I'm going to have to purchase another big cutout now, considering, yep, it looks different in the item shop. Last video I wanted to know the name of this, so here's a bunch of hearted comments on screen right now that got that right. Today, however, I want to know the name of this, so let me know down below in the comments, and if it gets hearted, it could be showed on screen in the next video, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, as after all, it only benefits you, with us gifting different subscribers every single day, with some proof for that recently on screen right now. Before we go any further, I need to tell you guys about Hawk, who have kindly sponsored this video, which is an amazing free-to-play online extraction shooter game with endless adventures and treasures to discover in an all-out PvPvE action that's literally just gone live on PC, PlayStation and Xbox Series today, February 15th. Be sure to click the first link in the description or the pinned comment and try it now, as there's many exclusive rewards that you will not want to miss out on. One of the best things about Hawk, other than the game being graphically amazing as you can see and constantly entertaining to play, is that it doesn't require a PS Plus or Game Pass subscription. However, if you are subscribed to, let's say, PS Plus, you'll get this pack for completely free. The rewards don't just stop there though, as by joining the Hawk Twitch Drops campaign now, February 15th to March 7th, you'll be able to unlock even more exclusive in-game rewards from simply watching the action unfold, so don't miss out on these and solidify yourself as an OG now before it's too late. Believe it or not, it only gets even better, as right now on the official game site, Hawk are running a huge giveaway of consoles such as a PlayStation Slim, as well as a selection of customized controllers and a high-spec PC to show their gratitude to the day ones that supported the game at launch. You can play solos, or be sure to tell your friends to squad up and explore the lush world of Exile and all its exciting findings by clicking the first link in this video's description or the pinned comment to try out Hawk today and become the heart of a story like you've never experienced before. Diving straight into it all before the Season 2 stuff, which I promise you guys definitely won't want to miss, so stay tuned. We are 76% complete through Chapter 5 Season 1, which means over 3/4. And as mentioned at the start of the video, the only final update we're expecting to see now is 28.30, which we actually have the release date for or expected. As you can see, FireMonkey stated the final update of Chapter 5 Season 1 and the launch of Fortnite Festival Season 2, V28.30, has been added to the staging servers and should release sometime next week. Festival Season 2 launches on Thursday at 10 PM, so I wouldn't be surprised if it's not a Tuesday update. Anyways, hopefully before then we see the earthquakes start occurring around the island as build up to the next season starting to occur, something in that cinematic trailer that we see unfold, kinda like the transition we saw from Chapter 4 Season 2 to Chapter 4 Season 3. After all, these earthquakes have been foreshadowed since the first big downtime update of this season, 28.10, with these digging sites added around the island again that we could see when, you know, earthquakes started occurring and cracks appeared on the island in Chapter 4 Season 2. These are not the most mysterious or interesting map changes that we'll be developing or already have started right in front of our eyes, pointing towards Season 2 and major locations or POIs being added. No, I'm not referring to the Greek mythology based ones, considering the codename of next season is Ager, or Iger, however you pronounce it, which literally means goat in Greek. And with so much of the map that we've mentioned in many of the Season 2 videos correlating to Europe, specifically Greece in the middle in terms of the architecture right here, with this also continuing onto Spawn Island, and with Fortnite releasing this short having large emphasis on the area of ruined reels, it's pretty much confirmed Greek mythology is going to have a large part of next season, specifically the theme and everything added because of that being a location that's also kind of teased on this Odyssey 6 poster, specifically in this name location. Of course, it's kind of a far-fetched or abstract cartoon design of what we can expect, which we can see as a Pantheon Greek-like building on top of a giant mountain, and despite the mountain range on the island right now, which initially had more snow over them that melted back in 28.10 being the first update of this season once again, speaking of snow or particularly ice, once it's hardened, this, believe it or not, is the interesting area that everybody's not talking about. The reason for this maybe is because everybody's waiting on the earthquakes to happen, you know, something between games where wherever they are on the island see the ground shake and such, obviously teasing the next season, and because this is in the files expected to happen, whereas these map changes right here being the melting of this ice glacier just happen on update day dropped on us. Many people because of this either haven't noticed that this ice glacier is melting in itself, with the airplane that was broken on it literally coming more toward the edge, which I'm guessing might be in the water below it in 28.30 going live. And not only that, considering it is melting right now, maybe the earthquakes actually cause it to crack, meaning it's gonna all fall like an avalanche in the Chapter 5 Season 2 trailer itself, revealing, like we saw from an earthquake occurring, a POI underneath, like in Chapter 4 Season 3 being a jungle, but instead perhaps a Greek location again like ruined reels, but with one of the 8 Battle Pass skins that we already know to be upcoming as a boss being there, as in the files data miners were able to find an effect for lightning underneath the codename AGZ, meaning the skin name or the boss starts with the letter Z, which can only mean Zeus based off the Greek mythology theme, him being the god of thunder and lightning or the king of the gods on Mount Olympus. And speaking of Mount Olympus in itself, considering this mountain or very high up mountain, higher than Mountain Rages was teased on the Odyssey 6 poster, some people are even speculating the cause for these earthquakes is a mountain trying to kind of emerge from underneath the ground, being Mount Olympus as a POI, which ultimately would make sense. Before we move on to the potential collab skin of next season, which trust me is going to be an absolutely huge one, in case you forgot, data miners did release, or should I say put together because of the Greek theme speculated, a ton of Greek mythology based skins off of the Fortnite surveys right here. Despite all of these looking cool, and you'll have to let me know which is your favourite or what you'd like to see upcoming out of the 8 skins we do see in the battle pass down below in the comments. Of course, despite the collab skin, which technically makes it 7, considering not only Ager Z was found in the files as a codename for a boss next season, but Ager C, which people are speculating to be Cerberus, which in Greek mythology is the Hound of Hades, a multi-headed dog that guards the gates of the underworld to prevent the dead from coming back. As you can see, out of all the Greek survey skins, this is a 3-headed dog, which obviously based off that correlation or coincidence we believe to be in the Chapter 5 Season 2 Battle Pass. And speaking of the Season 2 Battle Pass, before we move on to the story and the direction it's taking, not just in terms of finding Peely being another interesting development, which looks like it's going to be happening upon the launch of Season 2, which we've got more details for. Rewinding the clock to the start of Chapter 5 Season 1, it seems they're going with collab skins as secret skins, or possibly anyways, instead of Epic Games' unique designs. Solid Snake for Metal Gear Solid being the collaboration this season that we can get before March 8th, obviously being gone forever once the next season starts. And in Chapter 4, literally Paradise Meowscles was the only Epic Games unique skin, meaning 3 other of the seasons or 3/4 of Chapter 4 had collab skins, being Geralt of Rivia, Eren Yeager, and also Ahsoka Tano. With that context in mind, considering everybody's wanted to see one anime collaboration more so than any others that hasn't come to the game yet, and it finally may be upcoming in the Chapter 5 Season 2 Battle Pass, as Firemonkey stated on the most recent Xbox Era podcast, a rumour has been mentioned that One Piece is set to come to Fortnite in the near future. The main character, of course, that you'll see in a lot of One Piece artwork is the Straw Hat guy that everybody knows as Luffy if you watch the show. With a lot of the community loving One Piece and both Fortnite, it definitely wouldn't be a surprise if we see him as the collab skin next season, and as you can see from a ton of One Piece artwork, other characters surrounding him or the series appearing then in the item shop. Not only was it revealed that this collaboration will be upcoming for One Piece, but a list of a ton of others, which is why I don't want to confirm categorically that One Piece will be the collab skin, or should I say Luffy, next season in Chapter 5 Season 2. Here are those other collabs, and the reliability of this post is mentioned below by Firemonkey. The Xbox Era podcast shared a huge list of collabs that are rumoured to come to Fortnite in the near future. This list includes One Piece, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Doc Ock, Spider-Man, He-Man, Skeletor, Peacemaker, Robin, Magneto, Cyclops, Colossus, and then the Fantastic Four. And then he posted at the bottom of that, as a reminder, these kind of rumours, while nothing is confirmed, a lot of previous rumours from Special Nick and Xbox Era have come true over time, such as TMNT, Doomslayer, Miles Morales, Captain America, Sam Wilson, and more, even if some of these rumours took place multiple years before they officially came to the game. Moving on to perhaps the most interesting point of the video though, where is Peely and how we're going to be locating him for Chapter 5 Season 2. For those that didn't know, we did have some previous Peely quests. These were only available to brand new accounts for whatever reason, maybe it was bugged, but we had to place missing Peely posters around the island. These quests appeared under a segment called the Takedown Quest, which stated take down the society to rescue Peely, which means it's going to be happening very soon. The society, for those that don't know, on the Chapter 5 island are literally made up of all the mythic bosses that we see on there right now, with medallions that drop and mythic weapons. The opposing or good faction that we also see that's missing Peely right now, trying to get him back, made up or led by Vengeance Jones, helped by Hope, is called the Underground. Hope, believe it or not, is the sister of Valeri, which is the leader of the society. However, knowing she's got evil doings or plannings to actually unfold on the island, which again correlate to Greek mythology, which we're about to reveal, Valeri, of course, is a boss on the island at Reckless Railways, and from going over to there in one particular room, or should I say on or in one particular book, seems to be a plan outlining either a trick up her sleeve or something she wants to locate, which we believe to be Pandora's box right here, again, as this is Greek mythology, which for those that don't know about, here's a quick breakdown. In Greek mythology, Pandora's box was a gift from the gods to Pandora, the first woman on Earth. It contains all the evils of the world, which were released when Pandora opened the box. However, it also contained Hope, which remained inside the box, and ironically, again, Hope is the sister of Valeri, with Valeri belonging to the faction, the society, or the leader of it that's actually kidnapped Peely, making her a bad guy. If it wasn't obvious by the vibes given off in her study in this book, or almost kind of plotting to get Pandora's box, which is called Burning Ambition, we can also see this box on a kind of screen in the background alongside Jones with the 0 point, potentially. correctly, and then the 0 point in the top right. The room within this loading screen gives off vibes of the Doomsday Bunker, or should I say Midas' agency lair in Chapter 2 Season 2, as the level 100 skin back then, which for those that had forgotten, again Midas is part of Greek mythology and teased to return, not only with these doors being at the Grand Glacier Hotel just above the iceberg melting, what we've already covered, which are the exact same as the doors to his agency lair at the end of the top secret Chapter 2 Season 2 trailer, but on top of that, tons of Chapter 2 Season 2 skin props, or should I say from their agency rooms, like Meowscles, Sky and Brutus have washed up on the outskirts of the island. Also, this picture of the revamped agency, or a more futuristic or developed version from the one we initially saw in Chapter 2 Season 2 as a POI, on this small island with all these things on, no Midas proppers in sight, however, is in this particular weird looking house, almost overlooking the island as if he's in the background lurking or watching, waiting to make his move. After all we know, he's not dead, considering Dollar Mustard confirmed it after the events of the Chapter 2 Season 3 trailer occurred, where he got supposedly eaten by a shark. He confirmed he was in the loop when he got chomped, meaning there's other snapshots that obviously are out there of him that didn't. That reply was in response to the following video where he discussed basically if Midas was alive or not, literally made toward the end of Chapter 2, so after we saw this in the cinematic trailer for Season 3 of Chapter 2.
So, I did this very quick sketch of a character that I think we all love. Midas. Midas is great. And not dead.
Hopefully all of this means we see the return of Midas in Chapter 5 Season 2, and hopefully the return of another OG nostalgic thing from Fortnite making an appearance, being the butterfly. One of these not only is in Valeri's book, again on the second page, taking it up as if she's studying them, but they can be found in this weird cave section that's very good for loot on the Chapter 5 island that nobody seems to be talking about. Maybe these are different to the ones we saw in the likes of the butterfly event when we initially got introduced to it in Chapter 1 Season 6 that we've seen reappear throughout Fortnite in trailers or even on the island since. Perhaps these butterflies are needed to locate the Pandora's box that Valeri wants to get her hands on, or escaped it early, and because of that linked directly to where it could be located once again on the island. Drop a like if you're excited for Season 2 though, and subscribe with all notifications turned on so you don't miss any future uploads. Enter code FM1 now before anything releases in the shop and the Season 2 Battle Pass rolls around. As for where you go to now though, click either of these two videos. YouTube's recommended you, it's a good suggestion, whilst you wait for the very next upload I do publish on the channel.